My reaction to RWBY Volume 2, Chapter 9. Last time on RWBY, Ruby went to the CCT and told Osborne, Goodwitch, and Ironwood about the attack on the CCT, about how Cinder fights. Linda noticed that she was like the woman she fought when she first met Ruby, and Ironwood told Ruby that the way she acted was how a true huntress would act. She saw a threat and she took action. And then, while they were talking about how it may be related to Torchic and the White Fang, Ruby told them that they are operating somewhere on the southeast side of Vale. After already saying that Cinder never spoke at all, and when Goodwitch was about to ask Ruby about that, Ospin stopped her and thanked Ruby for cooperating, and then told Ruby to be discreet about this matter. So then, after she went back to her dorm, they received a mail from their dad that turned out to be their dog, Zwei, who was sent over by mail. He sent a dog over in the mail. He left a lot of canned food. He said he had to leave the island for a while and send Zwei over to them. And their dad's name is Taiyang. Boris was hesitant at first, but then eventually Zwei's cuteness overwhelmed her and now she wants to be friends with Zwei. Blake, being part cat, went hiding on top of Ruby's bed and then was trying to stay away from Zwei. It was so funny. I think Ruby may have put Zwei inside her backpack. So now they're going on field trips, whether shadowing another huntsman or huntress. They wanted to go somewhere in the southeast, but it was not available for first year students. Osmond concluded that they may find their way to the southeast no matter what they do. So instead of bending the rules, he thought, sorry, so instead of them breaking the rules, he thought maybe they should just bend them and allow them to go to Quadrant 5 in the southeast for search and destroy, and told them to stay close to their huntsman, who turns out to be Ooblik, the fast history teacher. Also, Team Coffee finally came back from a mission that was supposed to have ended a week ago. They met Velvet, the faunus with the bunny ears, and she just said there were so many of the Grim they had to fight there. I'm not sure if that's supposed to mean anything. Maybe it could mean that they've underestimated the amount of Grim that's in Quadrant 5 and that they may be pushing their luck. Well, time to find out. This is RWBY, Volume 2, Chapter 9, Search and Destroy. The episode is starting right now. Sorry about that.
There's a point where it bends and a point we just can't take
Anymore.
There's a line that will cross, there's no return. There's a time and a place, no bridges left to burn
Anymore. Now it's time to say goodbye to things we love and the innocence of you. How the time seemed to fly. Yep. Coming out. We always knew. Ruby.
Professor Oobleck?
Yes, I'm afraid those bags won't be necessary, girls. Seeing as you've opted to shadow a huntsman on what is now essentially a reconnaissance mission, I can assure you we will not be establishing a single base of operations. Rather, we will be traversing several miles of hazardous wasteland and making camp at any defendable locations we may stumble upon.
Okay.
I've packed all of our essentials myself, on the air course, and ready the airship.
Oh.
And it's Dr. Oobleck.
Dr.
I didn't
Oobleck.
earn the PhD for fun. Thank you very much.
PhD.
Children, according to my schedule, we are already 3 minutes behind. Schedule.
Well, alright then. Looks like we're going to save the world with Dr. Oobleck. Okay, yeah, when you say it out loud, it sounds worse. The world? You're going on world-saving missions without us? I'm hurt!
Nora.
Maybe a little hungry? That last one's not your fault, though. Ren.
Sounds exciting. Where are you going?
Oh, just outside the kingdom.
Hey, so are we. Ren and Nora wanted to shadow the sheriff of a nearby village.
Are they gonna...
Tomorrow. Then you can party with us tonight.
Oh, hello.
We're shadowing a crime specialist. All inner-city detective stuff. We get junior badges.
We normally go to the city with you guys, which means stuff's always exploding in junk.
So we thought this might be a better way to check out the kingdom when it's, normal.
Well,
4 minutes, ladies.
Oh well. Time to go then.
well,
Let's go.
wish us luck.
How are you gonna explain this to Team Juniper?
Because I just never saw you as much of a fighter.
I did I mention myself more an intellectual, but I can assure you, as a huntsman, I've had my fair share of tussles.
Take the mushroom,
Those are truffles.
take the sprout.
Those are Brussels.
Given my expertise in the field of history, as well as my dabblings in the archaeological surveys, our dear headmaster saw it fit to assign me to this particular assignment.
What does history have to do with this?
I'll turn on the captions later on. It feels a bit too fast. Huh? Kidneys.
The southeast quadrant outside of Vale is home to wild forests and deep caves.
Okay.
It is also the location to one of the kingdom's greatest failures.
What?
Mountain Glen. That's
Mountain
right,
Glen.
it was an expansion of Vale.
But in the end, it was overrun by Grimm.
Mountain Gwen.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now it stands abandoned. It's our line.
And a likely place for a hideout.
Precisely.
Mountain that's been overrun by Grim. It could be Harrow, but also the Mar. So now they're going to find out about it. He had a calm landing. He didn't even have to try to close. Oh. It seems abandoned, alright.
Ladies, you still may be students, but as of this moment, your first mission as Huntress has begun. From this point forward, you need to do exactly as I say. Do you understand?
Yes, Professor Oobleck. Yes, Dr. Oobleck.
I thought I told you to leave all your bags back at school.
But, you hadn't told us to listen to you yet.
Ruby!
So I did.
Ruby!
She's not wrong.
Very well.
Ooh,
we'll
Blake.
leave your bag here. We can pick it up upon our return.
But
Young lady, what in the world could you possibly have in that bag that could be so important?
Zwei?
We're here to investigate an abandoned urban jungle teeming with death and hostility. And you brought a dog. Genius! Canines are historically known for the perceptive nose and heightened sense of sound, making them excellent companions for hunters and ours.
Okay. It's like he's
I'm
saying.
a genius.
Ruby.
What are your orders, Doctor?
Ah, yes, straight to the chase. I like it. As you've been informed, the
Who's
southeast area has been marked as a recent hotspot for grim activity.
Okay.
There are several possible explanations for this behavior, one of which being grim.
Hmm?
What?
Eh.
Grim. A creature of grim, approximately 100 yards from us at this very moment.
What?
Whoa, 100 yards. Oh, there he is. Nice catch.
Stop.
Huh?
There are a number of reasons why grim would congregate in this particular area. Most likely of which would be their attraction to negativity, sadness, envy, loneliness, hatred. All qualities that are likely held by our hidden group harboring ill intent.
So, what now?
We wait. We track. If the specimen leads us to its pack, that pack may subsequently lead us to our prey.
How long do we wait?
It's uncertain. Hours, days,
Days.
weeks.
Weeks?
Why lone grin have been known to stay isolated from the pack for months, and there's the whole pack.
Months. You guys don't have months.
What?
And now they've seen us.
What?
They've seen
And
you?
now they've seen us!
I take it tracking is out of the question?
An accurate assumption? Yes.
What's the plan then?
Hide back.
Show me what you're capable of.
Alright then.
Why?
Here's going. Yang is going. Punch Yang. Wait. What you gonna do? Oh yeah, the after image thing. Yeah, the after image. Nice play. Ooh. Whoa. Guys? See guys? Ooh. Ooh, nice Vice. And the beat. Zwei is going around in circles. Who will be first? Ruby was first.
Piece of cake.
Do not celebrate yet. Right continue.
First part of man. Ruby, Blake. What is he doing?
Excellent work, girls! Fortunately, there doesn't seem to be any signs of criminal operations in this sector. Oh well, moving on.
Hey, Doc, you know, I was actually looking forward to seeing a pro huntsman in action. Like, fighting, or at least helping us fight.
Ah, but I am in action, scouring the ruins of this one great city for any signs of irregularity. Not every mission is filled with daring and heroism, girls. Sometimes it's just a heightened form of extermination. Remember, this is a job, and you all signed up for it. I do hope you understand that.
Well, yeah. Of course.
I think Osprey did that on purpose to keep them out of it.
Why did you choose this line of work?
Huh?
Yang?
Well, to fight monsters and save...
Well, that is what you do. I want to know why you do it. The honest reason as to why you want to be a huntress.
The honest reason? I'm a thrill seeker. I want to travel around the world and get wrapped up in as many crazy adventures as I can. And if I
Thrill
help people
seeker.
along the way, then that's even better. It's a win-win, you know?
I see.
Okay.
And you see, the girl born into fame and fortune such as yourself certainly doesn't need extra work. So, why choose this over a cushy job in Alice?
It's exactly as you said. I'm a Shnee. I have a legacy of honor to uphold. Once I realized I was capable of fighting, there was no longer a question of what I would do with my life. It was my duty.
Your duty, huh?
Interesting.
And Blake? After being the White Fang? I'm sure he can fight, but we won't see it yet. The pros.
And what about you, Blake? You seem to carry yourself with a sense of purpose.
Yeah, she
There's
does.
too much wrong in this world to just stand by and do nothing. Inequality, corruption, someone has to stop it.
Very well. How?
I...
Okay. Interesting. Whoever do Ruby.
Sorry, are we ready to keep going?
Well, I believe that will have to do for today. It's going to be dark soon. You three, set up camp in that building. Oh, and please do make sure that there are no more of those creatures. Your leader and I are going to secure the perimeter. Come, Ruby.
Well, he does make some good points. He may not be much of a fighter yet, but what? Whoa!
It looks
Yeah.
awesome.
That, my dear girl,
Elephants.
is a grip.
Grim. Huge ones at that.
Let's kill it.
No.
I'm afraid your sniper rifle will do nothing more than agitate a grim of that size.
But what if it attacks us?
Fret not, Ruby. Those Goliaths are not concerned with us. Ruby, not every grim is mindless. Or rather, not every grim is still mindless. You see, the grim you see before you are so powerful, so superior to the grim you fought, that they've undoubtedly lived hundreds of years. And in that time, between killing humans and attacking our borders, they've done one important thing. They've learned that when they attack our borders, they're likely to die. And what we lack in strength, we make up for in will. And then killing one human will only bring more.
Ooh. Yeah.
Why are they still so close to the city? What are they doing?
Wait.
Look at them. Those giant elephants. Waiting for what though? For a chance to strike back?
Dr. Ubek?
Hmm?
I was wondering.
Wondering why I've been interrogating your teammates all day?
Actually, I was wondering. Why did you want to become a huntsman?
Look around and tell me what you see.
Lots of old buildings.
History.
Empty streets.
I see lives that could have been saved. As a huntsman, it is my job to protect the people. And although I am capable of doing it with traditional weaponry, I believe I can make a much larger impact if I do it with my mind. As a teacher, I'm able to take knowledge, the most powerful weapon of them all, and place it into the hands of every student that passes through my classroom. I look at this wasteland and I see lives that could have been saved. But I also see an opportunity to study these ruins and learn from this tragedy,
Ah,
and therefore become stronger. I
interesting.
am a huntsman, Ruby, because there is nothing else in this world I would rather be.
Ah, nice. Okay, I like you now.
I can't believe we didn't find anything.
We've always been fortunate enough to be in the right place at the right time. I guess we can't always have luck on our side.
That's not what I meant.
Huh?
Earlier. About upholding the legacy. There's more to it than that.
Yeah. No, me too. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either. I know what I want to do, but I figured I'd always take things one step at a time.
Well, it doesn't matter. We know why we're here. Right?
Voice?
Ah, wonderful! A textbook campfire!
Fire! So warm.
Very good. Eat your dinners and hurry to bed. We have a lot of ground to cover tomorrow, and we'll need you to take turns keeping watch over our temporary abode. Any volunteers for first watch?
Yo.
Ruby? Okay.
Hey, did Oobleck ask you why you wanted to be a huntress? I mean, what did you tell him?
No, he didn't. Weird. Oh well. Good night, guys.
Because you already know. Well, husband already asked you that question. They're still thinking. They're not so sure.
Don't worry. Things will be better tomorrow.
This is the end of the episode. It is, isn't it? Yeah, it's done, isn't it? Yep. The grim. Ooh.
We're here to help you. We're superheroes.
What's this?
Glove. Oh, that's nice. Awesome. X-ray vision.
Superheroes? Really?
Maybe it's not a show, but it's a theater world. Okay, it's a trailer. X-ray and viral. Okay, I'm going to turn on the captions and check out a few more pieces. There was just some stuff that I wasn't sure about.
My wonderful philosopher, what you silly girl, like history is tobacco, the barbaric society, and the liver.
And the liver.
These are our locations of one of the kingdom's greatest failures.
Mountain Glen, okay.
But in the end, it was overrun by Grim and stuff from the rest of the city.
Wait.
The Vale. But it's Mountain Glen.
Okay,
That's right. It was an expansion.
expansion.
And now it stands abandoned. This is our plan.
And the likely place for a hideout.
Okay, I think that's about it. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to just be sure of a few things. So they left with Oobleck to go to Quadrant 5, an abandoned place called Mountain Glen. That's an expansion of Vale that's just now been overrun by Grim, and they're now going there to take out the Grim in the area. And everybody found out that Ruby brought Zwei on the mission, and Oobleck saw it as a genius move, because canines can be used to sniff out danger. So then they found the Grim in the area, and Team Ruby started fighting them off. And they kept fighting them off. And as they were doing so, Ublik asks each of them one by one why they want to become a huntress. Like they know they're just killing monsters and all that, but they want to know why they want to do that. Yang just says that she does it for the thrill and that she wants to find more thrill, and saving other people is an extra bonus for her. Blake said there's too much corruption and discrimination in the world and she wants to do something about it. Voice said that she's an heir to the Sheeta's company, but when she found out she could fight, she wanted to do more than that. She may still be planning to take over the Sheeta's company, but that doesn't explain why she wants to be a huntress. And because of those questions, they're now sure about why they're doing what they're doing. Blake decided to take it a step at a time. Now they're not so sure. So they want to become huntresses, but they're not too sure why they want to be huntresses. He never asked the question to Ruby though, but Ruby asked him why he wanted to be a huntress. When he saw all the ruins, all he saw were lives lost. He actually wanted to save all those lives. Well, not save them, but he wanted to. So in history, he said, if you can't learn from it, you're destined to repeat it. So he's trying to learn everything he can from the past mistakes so that those mistakes don't get repeated in the present. I actually like his character a lot because of that. Also, I kind of like the moment when he showed Ruby her developing Grim, how they have not completely lost their smarts and all that. Like, they were smart enough to learn from humans about how if they go into their territory, they will be killed, and so they avoid them. And they just stay near, waiting. Those Grim have lived for like hundreds of years now. They've now turned into elephants. They know better than to just attack humans mindlessly, so they just wait and bide their time to attack. That's pretty interesting, knowing that Grims can eventually learn from their mistakes. Like some Grims are not smart enough and just charge straight to their doom, and so now we know that others actually watch and observe and then plan accordingly. So that's kind of interesting. Like a bit of sentience among the Grim. That's interesting to learn about. So not all Grim are threat to humans. They may have eaten them before, but they know better now to know when they can and when they can't. So they're not all good, with, but they're smarter now. That was interesting. I'll check the part again just to be sure.
Ruby, not every group is mindless. Or rather, not every group you fought. But they undoubtedly see before you are so powerful, so superior to the group you fought, that they undoubtedly lived hundreds of years. And in that time, between killing humans and attacking our borders, they've done one important thing. They've learned. They've learned that when they attack our borders, they're likely to die. And what we lack in strength, we make up for it with. And it's killing one move.
Why are they still wondering?
Okay, yeah, so that's what I said earlier. They're learning and they're no better than to just rush to their doom. So it's kind of interesting to know that some Grims have sentience, and that can actually be a bit scary. What if someone else manages to get their hands on them and then unleash them upon someone or something? That could be bad. Sentient Grims seem like much harder ones to defeat. They haven't given up on trying to eat humans, they're just being smart about it. That actually makes them more terrifying than all the other monsters that we fought so far. Maybe even more terrifying than the Deathstalker and the Nevermover. So now, Blake, Yang, and Boris are kind of unsure about their position, about what they want to do after they become huntresses. Maybe Ublik's talk will give them some insight. So Ruby's taking first watch on the night, and they're going to continue the grim extermination on the following day. So, wait, before we go there, I want to say, so Team Juniper is also doing a mission just outside the kingdom. I forgot exactly what. Wait, one second, I'll just go back and check that. So they're shadowing a sheriff in the nearby village, and Sun and Neptune are shadowing a crime specialist. So they're getting their own fair share of experience. Team Juniper is still oblivious to what Team Ruby is actually trying to do with Torchic and White Fang. Although I doubt they'd be able to sneak away from Ublik. Shadowing in the day and investigating in the night was going to be a bad idea. They get no time to sleep, no time to rest. So I doubt there'll be much investigating going on this time. Let's see. Maybe they'll continue investigating. We'll have to find out. So Ruby's taking the first watch. Let's see what happens on the next day. My reaction is now done.